Hi, my name is Alec. Has this ever happened to you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Or have you ever wanted to show your friends that you have memorized every single tempo there is? If this is you, welcome to How to Memorize Every Tempo Without a Metronome by me, Alec Goss. I know this title seems super clickbaity, but this is actually literally one trick to memorize every tempo, so I'm going to call it that. So how this concept works basically has to do with how our brains recognize and memorize music. And we are unique in the way we memorize music because if you haven't noticed, we are a little more advanced than all the rest of the animals that are on Earth except for maybe dolphins. For instance, when we like a song and we memorize the melody, if you think about that, we can just recall our favorite songs and sing the pitch intervals in between them perfectly. Like, just take something really simple like happy birthday to you. We all know that's happy birthday. If someone came to you and said sing happy birthday, you aren't going to sing it wrong like happy birthday to you. That's not how our brains work. The same goes for tempo. So take a song everyone knows, like All the Small Things by Blink-182. If someone said, hey, sing All the Small Things by Blink-182, you aren't going to go na 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 na, or you're not gonna go na 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 na. No, you're gonna sing it close to the exact tempo because that's just how our mind works. You're gonna go na 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 na. So with this super simple concept, we can use this to make sure that we never count in wrong again, because that's super embarrassing when you count in wrong because everyone's looking at you and you mess up the entire band. It's not good. So say you're playing in a cover band, you're about to play All the Small Things, and everyone's looking at you and you're panicking. Just stop, think for a second, go, how does that song go again? How does the melody go? And this works with guitar riffs or vocal melodies or even drum beats, anything. If you have it memorized, you can probably play it back in the correct tempo. But let's take this one step further, because if you think about it, we already kind of have every tempo memorized because we all probably have hundreds of songs memorized in our heads already. So this is a really cool trick to do at a party, or if you're with your bandmates and you want to go, hey, did you guys know that I have memorized every single tempo? And they'll be like, what? And you'll be like, yeah, I can, just throw out a number. And they'll say like, okay, play me something at 90 BPM. And this is how you're going to do that and play something at 90. So the trick here is that we actually don't have every tempo memorized. That would take so much time to come up with a song in our heads for every single tempo. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create reference points by picking our 5 favorite songs, 5 to 10 favorite songs. And I said pick your favorite songs because for these songs you should really know how these songs feel. You should just have these songs memorized back and forth. You know exactly what the rhythm is, what the melody is. So that way we just have a higher chance of success of landing directly on the tempo we want when we tap it on the metronome or play it. So the 5 songs I'm going to pick will be Online Songs by Blink-182, which is at 98 BPM, Super Rich Kids by Frank Ocean, which is 60 BPM, Lydia by Highly Suspect, which is 128 BPM, Plush by Stone Temple Pilots, which is 144, and Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix, which is 181. Now you probably noticed that I picked a wide array of tempos, and that's because if we're going to give someone the chance to randomly give us a number, we want to have, a wide array of tempos that we can play to hopefully get as close as possible to the number that they're going to give us. Also notice that right now we only have 5 tempos, but remember that these are tempos in quarter notes. So if we wanted to double them or halve them, we could do that by playing eighth notes or by playing half notes. But so anyway, to prove this actually works, let's go to my phone and I'm going to tap this out on a metronome, and I'm going to get really close to the tempos we're talking about, and you will see that I'm not lying. Okay, so here's my phone. This is basically the method I use to show people I can actually do this, because you have an actual number representation and a tap bar, so I can show that when I'm tapping something, I'm tapping the BPM that I said I'm going to tap. And so the thing to know about this technique is, humans, we aren't perfect, so I'm not always going to land perfectly on, but what we're trying to do is get at least to a ballpark number, like 2 or 3 BPM off, just close enough to where we can convince other people that, that we can actually play it. Let's go back to the previous example of you showing your bandmate that you have every tempo memorized, and he said, hey, can you play something at 90 BPM? And now we're going to look at our song list, and we see here that, we don't have anything at 90 BPM. So we have to come up with a strategy now to get to 90. So first thing we notice is that we do have a song close to 90, which is Online Songs by Blink-182 at 98. So we could try to sing Online Songs in our head and then just tap it slightly slower than how we remember. So that would go like this. Josie, you're my source of most frustration, forget. Okay, as you can see there, I sang Online Songs, but I tapped it a little slightly slower than normal, and I was on 91 for a second, and I ended up stopping at 88. So there we go, very close to 90. But this method is also kind of hard because then we have to take the melody we know in our head and slow it down without slowing down too much, and so there's a little too much guesswork in there. So let's look at our list of songs again. And I see here that in our list of songs we have Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix at 181. And what is half of 181? 90.5. So if we can think of the melody to Foxy Lady and then tap it at half speed or at half notes, we can get to 90. Let me change this to a number not close to 90 so it doesn't look like I'm just tapping to get there. So Foxy Lady goes like dun, 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 and there we go, exactly on 90. So yeah, this stuff works, people. It's great. Our minds are awesome. So yeah, that's a little mind/party trick that you can use all the time to help you out, whether you're counting in songs or you just want to know the tempo of songs, or if you want to impress your friends. This is all really good. So please like and subscribe, comment, email me, get a drum lesson from me on my website, watch my videos, do all that great stuff because you guys are great people for watching this in the first place. And happy practicing, and I will see you guys next time.